Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. Today in this video we are going to discuss a few questions of electrical system of Airbus A320. We'll cover almost I think 70 questions, 70 or 75 questions from the question bank called Smart Cockpit. Let's start, but before starting, disclaimer: I do not own any of the image and content used in this course. All of it is just a reproduction of Airbus manual and Smart Cockpit just to serve the purpose of easy understanding of the system and procedures. I do not recommend any practical application of any information used in this course in real world scenarios. I'll be explaining each question from FCOM or any other source I can. So the video will be a little lengthy. You can keep it at 1.5 or 1.25, and even you can skip a few questions if you want. If you know the reason and the concept behind the question, because I will be assuming that I will be assuming that you don't know the logic behind any question. You are just watching the video and you haven't gone through the FCOM or anything. So it will be easy for you if you watch, or you can study from FCOM, this chapter from FCOM. So starting with question number 1. The engine generator and the APU are rated at 90 kVA. This is the very first line, it's the very first page of FCOM. You can check it out. Number 2, the number 1 AC bus channel normally supplies power to TR1, right? Then AC essential, right? TR1, and then AC essential, and then it DC essential. No, it supplies to the AC essential shed. So I'll show you this diagram from FCOM. So for your knowledge, DC essential bus is supplied by DC bat bus from DC bus 2, right? We'll go to the diagram of it. You go to electricals. This is a FCOM of of Airbus FCOM for 320 for training only. I'm using this for the reference. We'll go to the systems and then electrical, and then we'll go to the diagrams. I'll say here it is. Here it is. So the question was the number 1 AC bus channel normally. The number 1 AC channel basically supplies power to TR1, then AC essential, then AC essential bus, and AC essential shed bus. So and and supplies power to the AC essential shed bus, but not the DC essential and DC essential shed. So what's the reason behind it? Is in normal configuration, when everything is normal, then the supplies goes to the DC essential bus and DC essential shed via DC bus 1 and then DC bat bus, and after DC bat bus it goes to the DC essential bus, right? In this way. So this essential TR doesn't work generally in normal configuration. So do not think then that the electric current goes to the DC essential bus from the AC essential bus in normal normal configuration, right? I hope I was able to make it clear for you. So we'll make it again. DC bus 1, then the current goes to AC bus 1, then it goes to AC essential bus and AC essential shed, then the current goes to via TR1 to DC bus 1 and then to the DC bat bus. After DC bat bus it goes to DC essential bus and then DC essential shed. right, in normal scenario, in normal configuration. Now this essential TR, doesn't work in normal configuration. Do not think that this essential TR works. This essential TR works and transfers AC current to DC current, right? This is TR1 only, which helps the DC essential bus to get supply, right? I know my rate of speech is low, as it's a raw video. I do not use editings and other tools, so you can keep it at 1.5 or 1.25 according to your convenience, by your convenience, or you can even skip the questions as I told you in the beginning, right? So right, going back again to the question number third. Here the question, answer gets clear. It is this, Charlie. Question number 3. The normal priority for supplying electrical power to the AC buses is, okay, let me clear the priority. I have make a short form of this priority. It is this. So first of all, priority is to the generators, engine generators, then to the external power, then priority goes to APU, right? This is how it works, right? So the normal priority for supplying electrical power to the AC buses is generator, engine generator, then external power, and then APU, right? So delta option is correct. Question number 4. The battery bus is normally powered by. So can you recall the diagram I have shown you just recently? The battery bus is normally powered by. It is normally powered by DC bus 1 through DC tie contactor relay, not DC bus 2, right? I'll explain you from the diagram itself. Just a second. Okay, in normal configuration, DC bat bus gets its supply from DC bus 1, right, through a DC tie contactor. This is the relay they were talking about. Through a DC tie contactor, DC bat bus gets supplies from DC bus 1. But if this TR fails or something happens, and there is no power at DC bus 1, are you getting it? Then from where this DC bat bus gets its supply? Then DC bus 2 comes into play, right? It supplies this tie contactor through this tie contactor. This is DC tie contactor number 2 to the DC bat bus, and then to the essential DC essential bus, right? So this is the way it works. Right. So I think now it is clear that it's the option Charlie. A320 has how many batteries? It has 2 main batteries, right? We have a 28 volt of DC electrical system, and I think batteries are of 24 or 25 volt. I'm not sure. We can go to the FCOM. Just a second. Here's the FCOM. We'll go to the first page only. The batteries are of okay, here it is. We have a 28 volt DC system, right? Right. Correct. So here is the information regarding batteries. two main batteries, each with normal capacity of 23 ampere hour, are permanently connected to the two hot buses, right? So here the question answer gets clear. We have two main batteries of 23 ampere hour of capacity, right? Done. So moving further for the next question. Question number 6. When no other power is available in flight, the static inverter converts. Okay, static inverter converts battery 1 DC power, battery 1, all options are till here correct, power to the AC power for the AC essential bus. Now all 1 alpha, Charlie and Delta till here, and powers and battery 2 powers DC essential, right? So alpha is the correct answer, right? So alpha is the correct answer. I will explain this answer from the FCOM now, but mark alpha is the correct answer. What it is saying, when no other power is available in flight and the batteries are the only source of power. When batteries are the only source of power, then now we have only batteries, battery 1 and battery 2. In this case, battery 1 supplies AC essential bus, right? Only AC essential bus through the static inverter. This static inverter converts this because it's a battery and it has stored DC power in it, and AC essential bus, as it is clear by its name, it is a AC bus, so we need to convert this DC to AC. So this static inverter comes into play, and for essential DC essential bus, right? For DC essential bus, for this DC essential bus, here we have battery number 2. This battery is also a DC power, and DC essential bus need DC power only, so we need not to connect anything in between. It is a direct connection between them. So this is what the question is asking, and the option alpha is correct. You can read it again and find your answer from this diagram only. There are a lot of questions which you can solve by looking at this diagram. I have made a separate video on this diagram. I have explained everything from this diagram. You can watch if you want. So moving forward for the next question. Question number 7. An AC essential feed switch located on the overhead panel shifts the power sources for the AC essential bus from AC bus to AC bus 2, right? This AC essential feed switch, which switch they are talking about? There we have a AC essential switch on the electric panel. This AC essential feed in the middle of your screen, this AC essential feed. What this AC essential feed button, push button does, it generally, just a second, generally your AC bus 1 supplies the AC essential bus and AC shared bus, right? But if power at AC bus is not available, then this AC essential feed push button, after pressing this AC bus 2 supplies this the current to the AC essential bus. So it is the alternate way of to power AC essential bus. So that's it. There, this is the only thing they were asking. I hope it is clear now. So option alpha. So the next question, which of the following AC buses can be powered by the emergency generator? Which of the following AC buses can be powered by the emergency generator? we cannot power AC bus 1 and AC bus 2, right? It is the AC essential bus, and let me cut this out, these options. This is AC essential bus and AC shed bus, right? Correction, what I said, let me say it again. It is AC essential bus and AC essential shed bus. So option Charlie is correct. I will clear this thing from FCOM right now. Going to the FCOM for the same diagram. This emergency generator here, this emergency generator gives power to the AC essential bus and AC essential shed bus. It does not power AC bus 1 and AC bus 2. No, this is wrong. It does not power AC bus 1 and AC bus 2. This emergency generator is for, to supply the essential I would say essential things only, essential users which has been connected, which are connected on these buses. And it also supplies through essential TR to DC essential bus and DC essential shed. I hope it is clear now. I will clear one more question here only. It will, you will be, facing this question somewhere else also. So let's say if the batteries are the only source, let's say batteries are the only source, then batteries supplies to the DC essential bus and through static inverter, or correction, this batteries are the only source, then hot bus, this battery 2 supplies DC essential bus only, not the DC essential shed, right? And through static inverter, battery 1 supplies AC essential bus only, not the AC essential shed bus. But in the case of emergency generator supplies AC essential bus and AC essential shed, plus through the essential TR DC bus, DC essential bus and DC essential shed bus also, right? This is the difference. Keep it in mind. I hope it is clear. If not, please let me know in comment. I'll make a separate video. Right. So let's go back to the question again. Question number 9. RAT is connected directly to the emergency generator. Is it? It seems that the RAT is connected directly to the emergency generator, but it is not. It is not directly connected mechanically. There is in between a hydraulic motor which connects the RAT with the emergency generator. I will show you. There is a hydraulic motor that comes in between. I will show you where it is exactly. Give me a second. Okay, here is the diagram. These are some, very small things you need to, there should be someone, to tell you. You want to be able to figure it out by yourself. You will correct yes only. So this RAT, turns the hydraulic motor. He uses hydraulic motor to supply emergency generator. It is not the direct mechanical linkage between RAT and emergency generator. It is hydraulic motor in between, right? So I hope it is clear now. Going back to the question, here it is. So the question option is bravo, false. Question number 10. The emergency generator supplies power as long as landing gear is down, landing gear is up, or whatever. The emergency generator supplies power. I was not able to find any explanation in FCOM. I personally couldn't find it out. If you can, please let me know in comment. I will be looking forward for this answer. I'm just skipping it for now. Question number 11. After landing in the emergency electrical configuration, the batteries automatically connects to the DC bat bus when speed decreases below 100 knots. It is option delta. Okay, where this information is given, I will show you in the FCOM, and I will explain what they are trying to say. Here it is. Not exactly, but it is here only. In emergency electrical configuration, it means the batteries are the only source. Or I'll go to the emergency, just a second. I'll go to the emer-elec configuration. Just a second. Abnormal configurations. So here it is, right? It is clear here. So if you'll read it, read the very first line. In both AC bus 1 and AC bus 2 are lost, the aircraft speed is above 100 knots. The Ramier turbine extends automatically. Okay, and okay. If the rat stalls, the aircraft is on the ground and the speed below 100 knots, the emergency generator has nothing to drive it. The emergency generation network automatically transfer to the batteries and static inverter. The system automatically sheds the AC shed essential and DC essential buses. And below 100 knots, DC bat bus is automatically connected to the batteries. Is it clear now? I hope it is clear now. When the speed goes below 100 knots, the batteries automatically gets connect to the DC bat bus, the very last line I told you. And below 50 knots, AC essential bus is automatically sheds. Like it, you will be end up losing all your displays and everything in this below 50 knots, right? So this was the line, this was the explanation for this question. Below, whenever you are on approach, and if your aircraft goes below 100 knots, no matter what, DC bat bus is automatically connected to the batteries. Every load on the DC bat bus gets its power from the batteries, directly from the batteries, because rat has been stopped working, because the stalling speed of rat is 125 knots. Yes, I agree, it can work. If you will fly the aircraft and you have gone through the simulator, then you will be you would have seen that aircraft rat would be working till 100 knots, 110 knots maybe, but Airbus says that it will stop working at 125 knots. It is recommended that keep your aircraft above 140 knots. It's the operational speed of rat. So, but below 100 knots, this DC bat bus automatically connects to the batteries, right? I just repeat everything again and again, so that in any of my line, I could explain you in a better way. That's the only reason. Option delta, 100 knots. or if you will again and again the same number will strike in your mind, then definitely it will be for longer duration. So that is also one of the reason I repeat things again and again. uh, the battery fault light will illuminate when, okay, fault light will illuminate when charging current increases at abnormal rate. So this is the reason the battery fault light illuminates. Alright, where we will find this information in controls and indicator of this chapter. I will definitely show you. No worries. I know it will be little boring for those who know the answer, and it will be good for those who don't know where to find and how, where it is written. Battery fault light, it comes on ecam, right? Ecam, is it? Just a second. They are talking about which fault light? I will show you. Talking about overhead panel, battery fault light. So where is the overhead panel? Here it is. Okay, battery, this is the overhead panel, and this is the fault light. This is the fault light of ecam, correction, overhead panel, right? Correct. You can read it, and here is your answer. So going to the another question. Do not depress the IDG disconnect switch for more than how many seconds to prevent damage? So it is for 3 seconds. You should not press IDG disconnect push button for more than 3 seconds. So it is on the overhead panel only, and where this information is given, they are talking about these IDG push buttons, right? As it is red guarded, once you have switched off the IDG, you cannot restart, and you cannot resume things again normal. This is irreversible action. So here is this information given. Maintaining the IDG push button switch during more than 3 seconds may damage the IDG disconnection mechanism, right? So here is the answer. The IDG fault light indicates, this IDG fault light indicates low oil pressure, IDG overheat. So it is Charlie only, na? Right. So you can remember it by LOP, low oil pressure, and HOT, high oil temperature, right? Next question, I request you again, you can keep it at 1.5 or 1.25. If normal electrical power is lost, the essential cockpit lighting is maintained for the, so it is for the right dome, provided that the dome selector is not off. Correct. It is for compass, standby compass. Yes, it is for standby compass also, and captain's instrument panel. So all three options are correct. It is option delta which is correct, right? You can find it in FCTM also, and I think you can find it in QRH also. Out of those two dome lights on the overhead behind the maintenance panel and this on the overhead panel, this right hand side of dome light is available during electrical power loss. We will be having power at standby compass, basically standby instruments, and captain side instrument panel, PFD, right? 16th, you enter a dark cockpit. What action is necessary before checking the battery voltage? It is the very first action will be to check that the batteries are off or not, right? If the batteries are off, then further you switches on the batteries, and then you go further. If you know the preliminary cockpit preparation and then cockpit preparation, so you have to verify that both batteries are off. There should be no other light, and even there should be no light on the batteries. There should not be off light in any of the batteries, because this off light of battery is basically from DC bat bus, through DC bat bus only. Let's say if you have pressed any of the battery push button switch, then only the another ones off light will illuminate, because now this battery is providing power to the bat bus DC bat bus, and then this is powering another's off light, right? This was something extra. I don't want you to pay more attention on it, but the option delta is correct here. Having started the APU, how can you get the APU generator to power the electrical system? So by pushing the bus tie connection, no, APU generator must be switched on, obviously. 17th, and by pushing the external power push button, thus disconnecting the external power. This option bravo seems more correct, because let's say if external power has been connected with the aircraft, and aircraft is using external power, then by disconnecting external power, then the priority goes to the engines and then APU, right? So that's why you need to disconnect the external power. Question number 18, are there any limitations associated with disconnecting IDG? Yes, there is. Do not press it more than 3 seconds. I think option delta, never disconnect the IDG unless the engine is running, nor push the IDG disconnect push button. Okay, option delta. Which voltage requires charging or replacing the batteries? Any voltage less than 25 volt or less. Where will you find it? You can go to the FCTM and normal procedures, then you will find it out that if battery voltage is less than 25 volt, then you need charging, right? You can go to the FCTM and you can easily find it out in normal procedures. The APU is supplying the electrical system. What is the order of priority for the different generators? You know the answer already. Right? Nice. What is the significance of the green colored circuit breakers? So Green colored circuit breakers are monitored by ECAM. Where is the answer? Yes, it's Bravo. And black are not monitored by the ECAM, right? And if they are red colored, then you are not allowed to reset them. Is it clear? Nice. Where it is, I'll show you. I don't know exactly where it is, but I'll find it definitely where it is. If it is in electricals, then okay, here it is. There are two types of CBs. What is monitored, which are green. When out for more than 1 minute, CB tripped warning is triggered on the ECAM. Black are non-monitored, right? I hope it is clear. You will find explanation of each question in the FCOM only. What all you need is just to go through the FCOM thoroughly and try to make your habit to find explanation of each question in FCOM only. Do not cram anything. Do not just read and cram. With the emmer exit light selector is in the arm position, which situation will activate the emergency light and the exit light? Okay, so what they are asking is, when the emergency exit light selector is in the arm position, when will the emergency lights and exit signs will illuminate? So whenever there is a loss of a DC essential shed, then it is assumed that now it is emergency. And correction, AC bus 1 unpowered. Okay, there are basically two things. When you have kept this emergency exit light selector to the arm position, and another thing is when they will automatically gets illuminate no matter of your this. So generally they automatically illuminates when DC essential bus is not powered. So when this DC essential bus is not powered, where it is, this DC essential bus is not powered, but when you have kept it at auto and the arm position, then if AC bus 1 is unpowered, then they will start illuminating. I hope I was able to make it clear for you. There are two different things. What is escape lights, and another one is emergency light and exit signs. So exit signs, connected with AC bus 1. If AC bus 1 is unpowered, then the emergency light and exit light signs will be illuminated. And second thing is escape lights. So whenever there is loss of power at DC essential bus, right, then they will be illuminated automatically. So for this question they are asking about emergency lights and exit signs. So it is DC bus 1 which is unpowered, right? If there were escape lights, then it would be DC essential bus. If batteries are the only source of power in flight, how long will the battery's power will be available? It is around 20 to 25 minutes depending on the equipment you are using, and it depends, by the way, it varies basically. So by the way, option alpha is correct, between 22 to 30 minutes depending on the equipment in its use. You will easily find it out. What is the minimum voltage when conducting a battery check? What is that? It should be more than 25 volt, right? Batteries should show the voltage more than 25 volt, otherwise they need charging. The battery fault light will illuminate whenever battery charge limiter senses that the rate has increased abnormally. You will find it out in controls and indicator of this chapter easily. And you will go to the battery fault light, and you will see it is the battery charge limiter finds that the battery charging current increases at an abnormal rate. The very next question, 26th. Which flight control computer will be inoperative with gear extension while in the emergency electrical configuration? It is FAC1. I need explanation on it. I could not figure it out where it is. Again, same thing. If you know the answer, you can please let me know in the comments. If the battery voltage are below the minimum, how do you charge them? Okay, whenever battery voltage is below the minimum, you can switch the what will you do? It is, I have to check that the battery push button are on and switch the external power on. By switching on the external power only, you won't be able to charge your batteries. You need to press the battery push buttons on, right? When these push buttons are on, then only and by switching the external power on, then the batteries will be charged by the external power. All right, I think it is now clear. Battery charging of battery needs that their push buttons are on, thereafter they will be connected with the system, right? Correct. So I should clear this more, I think I should. Okay, these are the contactors by which these batteries are connected, or these I would make these as a push buttons of batteries. These are the battery contactors which are connected with those two push buttons of batteries, right? Which push buttons I'm talking about? I'm talking about these two push buttons in the middle, right? These are connected with the two bus battery contactors. When you will press these batteries push button on, it connects the batteries with the DC bat bus, right? So whatever power is supplying this line, whichever power, either it is external, it's APU or whatever, the power will go to the DC bus 1, then it will go to the DC bat bus, and if this connector is on, right, then only they will charge the batteries, otherwise not. This is the reason, right? This is the logic behind this whole thing. I know I'm not a good teacher at all, but I'll try to explain whatever I know. Maybe I may be wrong, my explanation may be wrong, and I will be definitely looking forward if you can explain anything better, or if you can suggest me in any topic how should I explain something. I will be more than happy to know. You can comment below. This is what all I need from your side. Again, next question, which is 28th. What is the function of APU gen push button location on the overhead electrical panel? What it does? So basically this APU generator push button de-energize the generator field. Which push button they are talking about, I'll show you. This APU generator push button in the middle of your screen, right? APU generator push button in the left upper left corner of your screen. Right now you will be able to figure it out which APU generator they are talking about. It will de-energize the field, APU generator field. Again you can check controls and indicator, right? Next question, is it possible to parallel generators? Is it? No, it is not at all possible to parallel the generators. I'll show you in the FCOM where it is written. You cannot paralleling, you cannot do the paralleling. It's on the very first page, I think, if I'm not wrong. Just a second, I need to figure it out where it is. No, it's not on this, in this page. It is written somewhere here only in the beginning. So okay, here it is. I know it takes little time, but it's not easy to uh, to find information very quickly in this bunch of so many things. So here it is. The generator cannot be connected in parallel. The generators cannot be connected in parallel, right? So the paralleling is not possible at all. So moving forward, moving to the next question. While operating on emergency electrical power with the landing gear lowered, there is no point of this landing gear lowered. We are okay, right. This is something, another question. While operating on the emergency electrical configuration, first of all you will be on the alternate, and then you will go to the direct mode. Whenever you lower the landing gears, you will go to the direct law, right? You can go to the MR elect configuration and then you will find it easily. If you are facing difficulties, then you can refer FCOM first and watch my FCOM explanation, and then you can come back and watch this video. What cockpit lighting is available during the emergency electrical situation? So as I told you, it is the right side dome light and main panel floodlights, left two columns only, and standby compass lights, right? So bravo is the correct answer. What is the function of Gen 1 line push button? So what is the main function of Gen 1 line? It, when we off this presses this Gen 1 line push button, it removes from the all buses, right? When selected off, generator 1 is removed from all buses but continues to power the one fuel pump in each wing. So when we press this Gen 1 line push button, and so what's the logic behind is, I know it will take little time, but we'll explain it here only. Where it is, first of all I'll show you that. So here is the on the immer elect power panel, the one first and second switch is Gen 1 line, right? What it does, let's say we have smoke in the avionics, and we need to disconnect the power. We need everything to remove, and we do not want any electricity in the avionics bay. So we just press the what we will do is we just switch off everything like generator 1 and generator 2. But if we will switch off both generators, then who will supply the fuel pumps, right? Let's say these two are gen 1, this is for gen 2, and here we have a gen 1 line. Okay, so we, instead of switching off the generator 1, we press gen 1 line. This generator 1 line disconnects every other you know load, but gives the supply to the fuel pumps, one fuel pump on each side, right? So at least aircraft is getting fuel. Are you getting it? There are so many uses of these generators, not only generating power, but they are just giving supplies to so many other things. If we'll switch off the both generators for the avionics smoke or something, then there will be no fuel in the engine, so who will supply the fuel to the engine? So we press gen 1 line push button, and so that it gives fuel to the fuel pumps, by the fuel pumps to the engines. And then we will switch, we press the gen 2 only, not gen 1 and gen 2 both. Is it clear? I hope I was able to tell you. During a routine flight, which of the following would result after the loss of gen 2 and the subsequent start of the APU? During the routine flight, which of the following would result after the loss of gen 2 and subsequent start of the APU? So question number 33. So now the generator 1 is running, so it will supply AC bus 1, and then through TR1 it will supply to DC bus 2, and then DC bed bus, and then again DC essential bus, right? And supply to the AC essential from here. But now we have lost generator 2, so APU will result, will supply right side for generator 2 and assist that side, right? So option will be engine 1 continues to power AC bus 1 and downstream system, and APU powers the AC bus 2 and downstream systems, right? So it is not like that APU will take over both side, or RAT will not deploy automatically, or because there is a power on the at least one side. RAT deploys automatically only when there is a power loss at both AC bus 1 and AC bus 2, then only. Again the same question has come, when does the RAT automatically deploys? So electrical power to the both AC bus 1 and AC bus 2 is lost, and aircraft speed is above 100 knots. So this is the requirement of deployment of RAT. Where you will find it, will definitely look in the FCOM. Okay, it will be in emergency only, abnormal configuration, and loss of both, emergence of the loss of all main generators. Okay, so here it is. If both AC bus 1 and AC bus 2 are lost and the aircraft speed is above 100 knots, the ram air turbine extends automatically. This powers the blue hydraulic system, which drives the emergency generator by means of the hydraulic motor, right? Right, this hydraulic motor is important. We have seen the question on it, right? Now it is clear. So option for this question is bravo. During the 5-second it takes for the rat to extend. Okay, this is in continuation with the last question. And okay, the batteries power both hot buses, essential DC, essential AC through the static inverter. Yes, it is option bravo only. So what happens is, when there is a power loss at AC bus 1 and AC bus 2, right? So it takes little time, takes time of 5 seconds to actually deploy the rat and then powering the system. So till the 5 second, there are batteries which takes over and supplies to the DC essential bus and AC essential bus. Now, what was the situation? There was a power loss at AC by bus 1 and AC bus 2. So there will be no power right here. So who will supply AC essential bus and DC essential bus? Till the time rat has been deployed and it is supplying emergency generator through hydraulic motor. For the it will take around 5 second or something. So till then the battery 1 and battery 2 supplies AC essential bus and DC essential bus, right? Once rat has been deployed and is available to power the system, then this emergency generator takes over, right? It is clear now. It's the bravo. The purpose of the auto bus tie is to allow either engine driven generator to automatically power both AC buses in the event of generation loss until either ground power or the APU generator is active. It is, yes, exactly. This is the function of auto bus tie. We have discussed this question before. When will the rat and emergen red fault light illuminate? Yes, this is a very good information about in this question itself. So there is only one fault light which comes in red color, which comes at immer elec power panel captain side, and at rat and immer generator switch. The switch you can see in the middle of your screen, right? It comes in red color. This fault light comes in red color. When does it comes? So it comes when the emergency generator is not supplying electrical power, okay, and the AC bus 1 and AC bus 2 are unpowered, right? So whenever AC bus and AC bus 2 are unpowered, okay, now it's time, it's the actual time when for which the rat has has been made. We are using rat. So this is the time when rat should supply. So this fault light comes showing that now this emergency generator is not supplying the electrical power and buses are unpowered. Both AC buses are unpowered. So what is this? That's why this fault light comes, right? You can go to the again controls and indicator of this chapter and you will be able to find it very easily. I should refer FCOM for you. Okay, the controls and indicators. Which panel? Airindia page. Correction. It is overhead panel. This red emergent fault light number 2. So we'll go to the number 2. Here is the information, right? Just on the top, fault light, the light comes on red if the emergency generator is not supplying power and AC bus 1 and AC bus 2 are not powered, right? Again, going back to the questions. 38, what is the significance of the circuit breakers on the overhead panel? So the reason for the circuit breaker just at the overhead panel, that they may be operational in the emergency electrical configuration. You know, there are chances that you can reset the system by just pressing them. So in emergency electrical configuration, they may be operational, right? If both engine generators are powering the system and one subsequently fails, are any buses unpowered? What do you think? No, definitely no. When any of the generator fails, another takes over, right? And but yes, there will be some automatic load shedding that will occur automatically. We also call it partial galley shed, right? Okay, we'll go to the FCOM and we'll try to answer this question from the diagram itself, right? To make it easy for you, we'll go to the electricals and then description, and the very first page, here it is. The question was, if both emergency generators are powering the system and one subsequently fails, let's say this AC bus fails, this generator fails, and then this AC fails, there will be no power in the further, right? This generator fails basically. So what will happen is, now this generator will be supplying this AC bus 1. I will clear it first. Okay, this generator has failed, and a generator 1 will supply this line and this 2, right? Okay, so there will be some galley shedding automatically, because there is only one generator, right? So this entertainment this will supply this only, this will be shaded automatically, right? And some other galleys. I hope it is clear now. Again, going to the question 30, oh correction, 40. How many times can you reset the circuit breakers? Only once, and that is also when the procedure authorizes you. You cannot reset any circuit breaker whenever you want, or as many as time you want. It is only just once, and you will refer reset procedures, right? Question number 41. So question number 41, on the cockpit overhead panel, just a second. On the cockpit overhead panel, there is a 3-position emergency exit light switch. Yes, there is a switch. What lights are associated with this switch? So do you know what switch they are talking about? They are talking about a 3-position emergency exit light switch. Where it is? This is a 3-position center of your screen, right? This is emergency exit light switch. So this is associated with exit signs, emergency lights, and escape path lights. This is a thing to remember. Again, I'm saying, it is just to remember what this is connected with, right? So option alpha. The next question, which flight control computers are operational in the emergency electrical power configuration, gear down, and batteries are the only source of power. So which flight control computers, where you will find this information? First of all, the question comes here. You'll go to the FCOM, you will not able to find this explanation of this question. So this configuration or this explanation will be in QRH. If you will go to the emergency electric configuration, system running, availability of systems, I'll go to the QRH once for you, and there we will find it. So here is the QRH, and we will go to the abnormal and emergency procedures, then electric emergency configuration system remaining, right? So they were talking about what systems are available, right? So what all flight control computers are operational in this emergency electrical configuration. So here is the list of flight controls. Here it is. Here is the list of flight controls. So we have ELAC 1 if batteries are the only source, batteries only in flight, right? So we have ELAC and SAC. We have ELAC and SAC. So SFCC is not the main flight computer. So our main flight computers are 7, which are 3 SACs, 2 ELACs, right, and 2 FACs. So ELAC and SAC are the only computer which are available, right? I hope at least you know where it is. Okay, it's a secondary thing that you remember or not, but at least you know where this information is available in your books, right? So going back again to the questions, so option delta is correct. Which radios are inoperative with gear extension while in the emergency electrical configuration? So we'll go to the same page only again in the QRH. So which radios are inoperative? They are talking about radios, but they are giving options of DME1, transponder, DDRMI, and ADF, etc. So we'll go to that QRH. Basically they are talking about these nav systems available. So they were talking about ADF, VOR, and DME or DDRMI, right, or transponder, right? So on batteries only in flight, what all are available? So we have DME available or no, it is inop. They were talking about just a second, which radios are inoperative, which are inoperative. So we have DME inoperative, right? We have DME inoperative, and we have another one is ATC, which is inoperative, right? Other, if you will just open the options available in that questions, then you will find out these 2 options only which are correct. There are only 2 options which are correct. So we'll go to the question again and we'll find out DME and transponder. It is alpha, right? Correct. So moving forward for the question number 44, while operating on emergency electrical power, with the landing gear lowered, which of the following statement is correct? So which of the statement is correct? On the ground at 100 knots, DC bat bus automatically reconnects the batteries, allowing APU start. Is it clear? I have explained it, and you will be able to find out where this information is, right? Below 100 knot, aircraft senses that it assumes that at 100 knots you can't be in the air. True. Either you will be lying on the ground or you have landed on the ground. Any of the situation. At 100 knots, so the DC bat bus automatically reconnects to the batteries because emergency generator has stopped the working. Definitely, it would have stopped the working. Charlie. If during a normal flight in bus type push button is depressed to off. In normal flight, you have pressed the bus type push button. Where is this bus type push button? Here it is, in the between, in the center of your screen. What does it do, this bus type push button? We'll show you. We'll go to the FCOM, and this, they are talking about this bus tie contactor. These bus tie contactor, what they does is they connects a generator. They just they helps to change over from one generator to another generator. Let's say if it is on, then you will be able to connect one generator to the another, right? Or it is, if it is off, that you won't be able to connect another generator with the you cannot crisscross each line. So but if these are off, if these switches are off, then you won't be able to connect your APU and external power also with the supply, right? So if it remains on, so anything, will it damage the system or not? This is what they are trying to ask, or what. So there will be nothing. It will be a totally safe flight if you will even keep it on, right? So will it affect? No. Question number 46. While operating on emergency electrical power, emergency generator powering the system, FAC 1 reset, which of the following control laws are in effect? You can answer it very easily. Will be alternate law, right? If you have gone through the chapter flight controls, it will be easy for you to connect, but if not, then you can go and watch or read from FCOM alternate law. Can you reconnect the IDG in flight? Very basic question. If you know the philosophy of the Airbus and you remember how does this IDG looks like. So I will not show you in the FCOM, but I'll take you to the cockpit itself, and here we have in the center IDG push button. What do you think by looking at this push button? Will you able to reset it? Yes or no? It is a red guarded switch, keep it in mind. So every red guarded switch means that their actions will be irreversible. So you will not be able to reverse things, reverse your actions in flight. At least you need to land, you will need to land, and engineers will do it on the ground, right? So definitely the same. So yes, but after only contacting maintenance. No, it is not possible. It is Charlie. 47. It is Charlie. It's my bad. It is Charlie. No, it is not possible at all. 48. Which communication and navigation radios are operational in the emergency electrical configuration with the emergen powering the system? Okay, only ACP1, RMP1, VHF1, HF if equipped. No, HF will be available, and there will be ILS 1 available. Only captain side instruments will be available. These are all the list of all equipment which will be available, right? So you can go to the same QRH page again and you will be able to figure it out. Which condition will automatically illuminate the escape lights whenever there is DC essential bus not powered? Then these these escape lights will illuminate. I explained it before. What is the meaning of green avail light? Of where? We'll figure it out in the options. They are talking about external power avail light, definitely, right? So when it will be in green available, whenever it will be available to use, external power is plugged in and the parameters are normal, you must push the external power to connect it. Exactly, option alpha. Or again, next question, what does the blue external power light on means? If you know the philosophy again of the aircraft and its lights, then blue means it's a temporary connection. It is not the normal thing, but it is not abnormal also to use this push button. So it is very normal, but it is for some time only, for a limited time. That's why this blue light comes. So if it is for external power, it means external power is plugged in and all parameters are normal. No, it is external power is supplying the aircraft's electrical system. It is supplying, but it is totally normal, and after some time you will disconnect it. Flight crew will disconnect it. It means that this is not going to be for the whole flight, right? Okay, question number 51 here done. And here comes the 52 question. If external power is available and within limits, okay, so it will be there will be a green available light definitely on the external power push button. So option B. Is it clear? Right, now it's time to change color of the paint. Is it possible to determine the source of power for the aircraft buses? Is it possible to determine the source of power of the aircraft? Yes, it is possible, definitely. If you will go to the ecam elac push, ecam elac page, then you will be able to find that which system, which source is supplying what. Here is the ecam page. Here is the ecam page, and here you will be able to find which is supplying what. In this case, can you tell what either generator is supplying the system or APU? So definitely APU is supplying the system, AC1, AC2 and then further, right? Correct. So yes, it is possible. Sorry. Yes, by pressing the ecam elac push button, view the electrical schematic on the ecam. Both batteries are charged by the external power unit. Approximately how long does the charging process takes? Okay, and again, it's a very good question. It generally it takes 20 minutes, but it depends. It depends how much the batteries has been discharged, right? Next question. 55. While operating the emergency electrical power, emergency generator is powering the system. What should the crew accomplish prior to lowering the landing gears? Okay. Depress the guarded RMP nav push button and tune the appropriate nav facility and course for the approach to be accomplished. It is taught in the type rating. The reason behind it very clearly. The galley fault light illuminates when any generator is exceeding 80% of its rated output. Is it galley? Yes. Is it 80%? No, it is 100%. Whenever any generator is exceeding its 100% of its output, then this galley fault light illuminates. I will take you to the FCOM, and we will go to the systems, then electricals, and then further controls and indicator. They were talking about galley, so it is on the overhead panel. We will be able to find it or not. Here it is. Galley shed is there? No. They are talking about this galley light. Let me show you first. On the electrical panel there is a galley and cabin light in the center of your screen, right? So again, going to it, overhead panel, let's see. Here it is. There are two types, galley push button or galley and cab. There can be separate, this kind of push buttons also. So it should be somewhere here only. Here it is, right? So you can find your answer here only. This fault light is here. Fault light comes on when the load of generator is more than 100% of its rated output. Clear? Right. Next question. 57. If the source of the power for the essential AC bus is lost, does another source of power automatically powers the buses? What do you think? So no, it must be done by the crew, right? Does another source, if the source of power for the essential AC bus is lost, does another source powers the automatic power power the buses? No. Let me show you again. We'll go to the same diagram, the main diagram we were talking about, and there is a AC essential feed push button, right? This AC essential feed push button needs to be pressed so that system can use alternate AC bus to supply AC essential bus and AC essential shed, right? Correct. Right. So 58th question is, what would cause the galley fault light to illuminate? Again, option is Charlie. 59th, while operating on emergency electrical power, how is it possible to properly complete the ECAM checklist with only the upper display is available? You know what they are asking? What they are asking is, there are two ECAM displays and there is emergency electrical power, and emergency generator is powering, so we have only upper ECAM display. So how will you complete your ECAM checklist? So if you have gone through indicating and recording chapter, so you will be able to easily answer this question. You will depress and hold the specific ECAM page. Let's say you want to see hydraulic page, or you want to see electric page, or you want to do the this ECAM checklist. So you need to depress it and hold it, right? So question number 60 is, after IDG disconnection, why would you get a galley shed indication on the SD? So read the options and try to answer it. After IDG disconnection, why do you get a galley shed indication on the SD page? Galley shed. It is just a reminder that the main galley has been shed automatically because of the loss of one generator. You yourself has disconnected IDG, and I told you initially, when there will be loss of any AC bus, right? Any AC bus, the galley will be there will be, if there will be any generator loss, if any of the generator is not working or not supplying, and there is only one side which is supplying the both lines, then some of the load is automatically shed from the aircraft galley or cabin. So this is the same thing, and this is just a reminder to tell you that now we have shed some connections automatically. Go to the controls and indicator, you will be easily to find it. Which buses will be powered after the rat is extended? Okay, so initially I told you, if the batteries are the only source, then it is just AC and DC essential buses. AC and DC essential buses if the batteries are the only source. But if, check it, if rat is supplying through the emergency generator, then there will be AC essential buses, DC essential bus, DC essential shed, and AC essential shed, right? And batteries hot buses definitely through it. So we'll check the answer here. Hot buses definitely essential DC, essential AC, essential DC shed, and essential AC shed. So what do you think? What will be the answer? It's alpha only. We need not to go to other options. Here the hot buses should be there, right? Question number 62. Engine 1 has just been started and APU is inoperative, right? You have just started engine number 1 and APU is inoperative. The external power push button blue on light is illuminated. Which of the statement is correct? So which statement is correct? In this case, generator 1 is supplying AC bus 1, right? And we have external power. If we have external power, because external power push button is blue, so external power initially it is the external. Let's say this is engine number 1, this is 2, and this is external. Initially external was the power which was supplying both lines, left and right. It is for our reference only, right? But once engine 1 has been started, now engine 1 has started, now engine 1 will say, now I will take care of my side, you just do your work, right? He will say like this. Now engine 1 is supplying its own side, and external power, if it is connected, then it will supply other side, right? This is how it works. So you find the answer from it, and you will know yourself that Charlie is correct. 63. Question number 63. In cruise, you have suddenly a master warning and caution comes on the ELAC configuration and approach off. Okay, you notice a red fault light on the rat and emergency generator push button. You know when this red color fault light comes. It comes whenever your emergency generator is not supplying the system, and AC bus 1 and AC bus 2 are unpowered. You know, this is the work of rat. That is why we have designed and placed a rat in the aircraft belly. But it will be the fault light of red color will come, that now this is my time and I am not supplying power, right? This is why this red light comes. So what do you think of this indication? Okay, so emergency generator is not yet supplying the system. Obviously alpha is correct. These all are wrong answer. When are the essential shared buses powered by the batteries? I don't think uh, essential shared buses are ever powered, is it? Shared are the buses, the loads on the shared buses is the load we can eliminate the system, like let's say if there are some system you need to be energize the system, so we keep those system on essential buses. But in the worst situation when batteries are the only source, then they have further prioritized the systems, that now the batteries are the only source, we won't be able to give you the electricity, so we are shedding you. So these are these kind of loads are on essential shared buses, correct? So when batteries are the only source, essential shared buses are lost. But if generator emergency generator is supplying the essential sheds, then this correction essential buses, then essential sheds will be available. I hope it is clear for you, because I have told you this, I think 3 times. I have explained it 3 times. If you know I'm not able to tell you, then please let me know in comment. I'm not a good teacher at all, I know. You can frankly tell me that bro, it's not enough, you need to improve it further. So option alpha is correct, that the purpose of buses is to reduce the load of the batteries. Now the comes 65 question. The AC essential bus is powered by the batteries at speed above 50 knot. AC essential bus is powered by the battery at speed above 50 knot. Yes. AC essential bus is powered at speed above 50 knots. From 50 to 100, or we can say they are powered by the batteries below 100 knots, right? So it is true. In normal configuration, how is DC essential bus supplied? Okay, now I'm sure you will be able to answer this question by yourself. You read and answer it by yourself. If you know the answer, then it's well and good. If you don't know, then here is the explanation how the DC essential bus is supplied. Okay, here is the DC essential bus. Here is the DC essential bus, and how it is supplied in normal configuration. That current goes by AC bus 1, TR1, DC bus 1 to the DC bat bus, and then further it goes to the DC essential bus. Here it goes like this, correct? Done. So from TR1 via DC bus 1 and DC bat bus. So alpha is correct. 67 question. What happens in case of total loss of main generators? So there is total loss. Total loss means no power to the AC bus 1 and to AC bus 2. So that will deploy automatically. So this answer is wrong. Rat is automatically extended and powers the yellow system. What is this? No. Rat is automatically extended and powers the blue system, which drives the emergency generator. Yes, seems correct. If you have gone through the hydraulics chapter, then I'm sure you know how it is supplying red blue system and what is blue system and all. If you are not able to get your answer, then you can first read hydraulics chapter, then you can easily, I know it's not a very a task you can't do. So 67 option bravo is correct. 68, DC bat buses can be supplied by, it can be supplied by battery. It generally gets supply from battery bus, DC bus 1, DC bus 1 definitely, but not only DC bus 1. They are asking they can be supplied or not. Yes, it can be supplied by DC bus 2 also, and I would say from batteries also. Are you getting it? DC bat bus. Again, I'll go to the diagram and we'll try to explain again. Okay, they were talking about this DC bat bus. This DC bat bus generally gets its supply from this DC bus 1, but in case of failure of TR1, let's say there is no supply to DC bus 1, then this DC bus 2 supplies the DC bat bus, correct? If both are unpowered, right, let's say it's a total failure of the systems, gen 1 gen 2 fail, nothing here, nothing. Now we have only batteries, so these battery supplies back to the DC bat bus, right? Is it clear? Correct. So here goes the next question. Yes, it is bravo, 68 bravo. Normal minimum battery voltage before APU start is what it is? Can you answer it or not? It is definitely it should be more than 25 volt. We have discussed this question before. It should be 25.5 volt. You can go to the FCTM and procedures and you will find it out. When disconnecting the IDG, push button should be pressed not more than 3 seconds, for no more than 3 seconds, right? Where can the battery voltage be checked? Where can the battery voltage be checked? We can check the battery voltage on the ECAM electric page. We can check it on overhead panel. Definitely there are two battery switches, and beside the battery switches there is a indicator, voltage indicator, and that's it. We can check on overhead electric panel and ECAM electric page only. It is wrong. We can't check it on EWD. You can just go and search on Google EWD and you won't be able to find it out. So it is option delta. In flight on batteries only, AC essential shared and DC essential shared buses are lost. Yes, they are lost. Very true. 73, the static inverter works. When does it works? Always no, not at all. When aircraft speed is greater than 50 knots and on batteries only. Should I show you this, or you will be I'll go to the FCOM, and here is the static inverter. The last 2 lines of this page and further first 4 lines of this page are about this static inverter only. You will be able to find it. If a TR fails, right, the other TR automatically replaces the faulty one, and the essential TR supplies the DC essential bus. Is it correct or not? So they are asking if one TR fails, if any of the TR fails, let's say TR2 has failed, or we will take the worst case, let's say TR1 has failed. So what will happen? The other TR will automatically replace the faulty one, and the essential TR supplies the AC essential bus. This essential TR works, comes into play. This via AC bus 1, current will go like this to AC essential bus, AC bus to the AC essential bus, and then through essential TR it will go to the DC essential bus. By the TR2, the current will go to the DC bus 2 and then DC bed bus. This is the case where I was talking about, that DC bed bus will not be powered by DC bus 1. Now the reverse will happen, and then the current will go to DC bus 1. Are you getting it? Oh, okay. Okay, so now the opposite will happen. AC bus will be supplying AC essential bus through TR essential TR. Current will go to the DC essential bus. TR2 will supply DC bus 2 and DC bed bus, and then further DC bus 2. Now you will say, why why there is a need of using essential TR now? We can use our DC bed bus only to power DC essential bus also. So why this TR2 not, why this TR2 is not supplying DC bed bus? Correction, DC bus 2, DC bed bus, DC bus 1 and DC essential bus, all 4 buses. So let me tell you this, that single TR cannot power more than 3 DC buses. Make it clear in your mind that a single TR cannot supply more than 3 DC buses. So this TR2 is supplying this 1, 2 and 3, right? So this DC essential bus is getting power through essential TR and AC essential bus. I hope it is clear now. I hope. Okay, let's go back to the next question. So option alpha is correct, right? In flight, in case of loss of all main generators, emergency and suppose let's emergency generator is also not running, so DC essential bus is supplied by. Now I am sure you will be able to answer this question very easily. In flight, in case of loss of all main generators, I am opening the diagram and I am repeating the question for you. It is question number 75, and in flight, in case of loss of all main generators, let's say the generator 1 and generator 2, we have lost both generators. Now an emergency generator is also not running, so this generator is also not running. So how the DC essential bus is getting supplied? How is it getting its supply? So it will be getting supply from, options were hot bus 2, essential TR, hot bus and essential TR, right? Or hot bus 1. What do you say? Let's say essential TR. You are supposing you are just giving your opinion that it's essential TR. From where essential TR is getting powered? From nowhere. None of the bus is getting powered, right? So it is hot bus 2, right, through the battery 2. It's option alpha. It's option alpha through hot bus 2. Question number 76, and it is the last question. If AC bus 1 fails, okay, the AC essential bus is supplied by, definitely AC bus 2. There is AC bus 2. Go to the diagram again. The whole questions of a whole chapter can be solved by these, I think, two diagrams and all these 3 pages of this FCOM. So these are very important. This is very important schematic diagram. If AC bus 1 fails, okay, this bus fails here, this AC bus fails here, the essential bus, AC essential bus gets its power. We will press the AC essential feed push button, and this AC essential feed push button will allow AC bus 2 to connect with AC essential bus. Are you getting it? What is the function of this push button and how does this work, this system works, right? Yes, I hope I was able to make it clear. So it is AC bus 2. Here the questions of smart cockpit ends. I hope I was able to make it little more clear for you. Thank you very much for your time and support. Thank you very much. If you find any wrong explanation or something, or any suggestions for my YouTube channel, then you can comment below. I will be more than happy to read your comments. Asking not more than that. Thank you very much.